This girl just drank a bottle of water. Soon she'll be peeing her pants. As she searches for a restroom, the first toilet was occupied. The second toilet was also occupied. When she opened the third toilet, the toilet collapsed. At that moment, she thought there was another toilet in the distance. She ran there quickly. On the way, a beggar kept asking her for gold coins. The girl had no choice but to give all her gold coins to the beggar. When crossing the street, she found an old lady. She decided to help the old lady cross the road, but then there was a toilet parade on the road. She held up the old lady and ran straight there. She ran through all the obstacles on her way. Finally, she said goodbye to the old lady and went to the toilet, but she found that she needed gold coins. It turned out to be a beggar's plot. She had to pee her pants. The girls are dressing up in their rooms, but they will soon turn against each other. They are planning to go to a cabaret. At this moment it is raining heavily as soon as they leave the house. They have to fix their hair on the bus. At first they are having a good time at the cabaret. They even take a group photo. But suddenly one girl realizes that her cell phone is missing. They can only help her to look for it. The white-haired girl now meets a handsome guy. She goes on a date with the handsome guy. On the other hand, the girl who lost her phone remembered that it was on the bus. They called the bus driver in time. They all went to help her get her phone back. When the white-haired girl was about to show the handsome guy to her friends, she realized that everyone had disappeared. At this moment, she thought that everyone had abandoned her. The next day, everyone had no energy. This girl is ready to go to work. When he passed a puddle, a car splashed him with mud. He had to go to the next coffee shop to get a tissue to wipe it off. But the clerk asks her to spend money before she can use the tissue. While riding the bus had an accident. She had no choice but to take a cab to work. When she arrived at the company building, she found many people lining up to go upstairs. At that moment, a man said he had a way to get up the stairs. The woman was curious and went there. The man gave her some climbing equipment. Of course, there was a fee for this. The woman could only climb. She encountered all kinds of difficulties on the way. Luckily, the tools are all useful. To the office. She took a sip of water. She spent her last penny. Make sure you turn off all the power when you're traveling. Otherwise the appliances in your house will have a party. These girls are traveling by plane. The girls who bought luxury class were very comfortable, and the girls in regular class stayed in a dirty place. The captain of the plane was playing with his cell phone while the plane was in motion. And then his cell phone suddenly ran out of battery. When he was about to charge it, he realized that all the plugs were full. He could only open the window of the plane to charge it outside, but he accidentally flew out of the plane. The girl in the shower saw that the plane was unmanned. She rushed into the cockpit, opened his cell phone pilot software to operate the aircraft form. He could control even the weather system. Fortunately, the plane landed safely. The home appliances are still partying.